Hello everyone, welcome back to Mo Great Ace Attorney. How's everyone? Hope you all doing well today. We're starting soon, screens number Weedy. Check them out, link in description down below. And then got a plug for new review, Pains of Song, check it out. That would be greatly appreciated. And then, also, I'd like to say a big thank you for the last 24 hours. I try to do shows Thursday through Saturday. This week was an exception because I feel like I had to do a little quote-unquote update on the Ben 10 collection. And I forgot to do one yesterday before I went to work. I like to do shows before I go to work on Thursdays and Fridays. So they can simmer, throughout the day. And I forgot to do it, so I was like, shit. Let me do something about that. So during my lunch, I'm like, I was like, no, my Dokkan, talk about like a Dokkan unit doesn't really do well. But let me talk about the new Going Freeze and Gogeta unit. Oh, as YouTube likes to translate as, because Google Translate, I guess, that implemented on some videos. Going Arcuna and Gogeta. Yes, I have that screenshot, it's real. But that blew up, and the amount of subscribers I've gotten in the last 24 hours, which is 9, that's the most I've ever gotten in 24 hours, and that blew my mind. That blew my fucking mind. Like, so thank you all so much for like all the love and attention. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, let's actually get on to the great Ace Attorney now. But I was like, I wanted to say thank you, because that means a lot. All that love means a lot. Especially since, like, the last 3 months have been kind of, like, slow growing months for me. Which happens. Not every month is gonna be explosive! But, like, to see that love so immensely and intensely, it's like, oh my god, I love you. Love you guys back. Well, how can you still claim that? Well, that's a dodge your fantasies from it, and it seems like there was a deep put on the mouth of a gas pipe. The question then was, who put it though? Who did put it though? Oh, you didn't think about that question, so that's kind of what the trial is all about. Well, logical conclusion. We gotta get on knowing anime fun facts. Even though, but like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that I can feel confident doing Dokkan videos more often. Not that, because even Yu-Gi-Oh! Views are, like, totally fucking random in terms of views. It's not like, oh, I do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, it's guaranteed views. No, I did, sometimes, like, if a show doesn't do well, I do another one and see. Well, for example, I did a show about King of the Swamps this morning before I went to work. Didn't do shit. I'm like, it happens, not everyone's gonna get a winner, but I go with them. But I did one before I went live about Metamorphosis. It's doing well. For me. So I'm like, you know what? You gotta roll with the punches. But how are you doing today, Ben? I hope you're doing well today. I do really like the shows. I've grown to really like them more and more, just to talk about random shit that I want to talk about. And, people like them or people hate them. And whatever, I never saw a sentence I agree with Morbid. It's like, I'm tired, but I'm glad it's Friday. Was aware of this man's trickery with a gas supply in his attempt to kill him. Yes, that would indeed seem logical. If a Sam was unaware, how would he or she have known the lace end of a gas pipe with poison? So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. Shakespeare's modest designs? Oh, you mean just suggests? Naturally, but so possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known. I'll actually be honest too. So the last episode of Dr. Stone, which was the latest episode of Dr. Stone, which was yesterday, really made me want to review Dr. Stone. Because I want to, I feel like I beat the hostage of the ground, but aspects of Jujutsu Kaisen, but does not work for me. Because there are aspects that I do like about the show, there's others I don't like, and I try to articulate them. JJK has become my gone-to example for some things just because one is very popular, so chances are people know what I'm talking about. Actually, really, that's, I think, the biggest reason. But, like, this Dr. Stone latest episode made me, I can't say without spoiling, made me really think about something. And how JJK and Dr. Stone really did something different, and I think was more effective in Dr. Stone. If you know Dr. Stone, I'm not actually sure if that's clear what I'm referencing to, but it really made me think about it. And then Don's fucking great. I'm sorry. Like, I just want to say, when I do the review of Season 2, I'm playing by Austin Powers' Glow member clip about the copyright Godzilla. I'm just saying right now, that's gonna be about review. What? In other words, the person who put the person on the gas pipe, and what was clearly a retaliational attack, can only have been the accused, Mr. Sosuke Natsume. Oh, so also too, Pokemon topic at Malamar. I would not be surprised if Malamar gets a Mega. Which I think would be interesting. Because I think it's been a while since Malamar has been in a Pokemon game. Because I don't... Hasn't he and Malamar been in a Switch game? They must have. I can't remember. I don't feel like Googling it. Whatever Mr. William Shakespeare may or may not have convicted to do, he was never was a victim of a potential lethal person attack. And the only person who could possibly perpetrated that attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume. I don't know how the Pokemon Company expects people to discover some of these evolution methods of on. Like that, Galarian Yarmax, oh my god, you had to get, under exactly a certain percent, HP under, a fucking rock in the wild area, and then it evolves after a level up is fucking ridiculous. How do you expect anyone to know that? But it's, takes away the fun of, discovering Pokemon evolutions. Just saying. But defense counsels theorizing has failed to avoid suspicion for the accused. Far from it. In fact, never is a clear motive from the poisoning has been successfully established. I guess also, I guess you would have to undock your Switch purposely to flip it upside down, but still choose to keep that method. That is true. It's a little fun detail, but suspicion is greater than ever. Will you not agree, my Japanese friend? Ah! The image jumped out around me so rapidly. Mr. Naruto, you must respawn. Oh, as the members of jury may very well change feeling against us again. Please, I know so much explanation. We've done enough! And this might be our last chance to gain an advantage. Oh, so my friend was so kind to me to send me a link to pre-order the Magic Spider-Man set from a local car shop. I don't think I'm getting really be into Magic too much. A box of Magic is like 2.5 boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, at least the Spider-Man one, to surprising. And if you want the super special collector's booster box, for $700, which is a big nope. That's a case. That's a case of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Well, it would seem that someone put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shakespeare's room. We must name that person now and absolve Mr. Nazame of guilt. You mean named the true culprit? I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt Mr. Nazume's fate will be sealed once and for all. I'm glad for the most part, except for I guess a Gal, but Pokemon did get rid of like evolution, like location-based evolutions. Those were annoying. I'm glad we just replaced them with stones. One impossible culprit does come to mind. For evidence, a person. I saw prone to a particular person now. Sorry if you have dogs barking. For prosecution calls for the jury to consider Billings again. I trust you make correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman. What? Oh, don't you worry. We know exactly what. Man, they changed their minds very quickly. There's one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. The true culprit of this crime. Well, if the true culprit, a tome found in the second-rate novels featuring full-weight great detectives when the party's friend. What is this, fucking Kaiba? But why not? This farce has gone on for so long away. I see no reason to cut it short before this disappointing climax. Thank you. Tell us, my lone Napoleon friends, what's you lace fearing?
Take that!
The name of the person responsible for the person that afflicted Mr. Shakespeare is, I believe, Mrs. Olive Green, a full-weight detective with a full-weight deduction. Oh, God, I love Kaiba so much. Both dub and sub, I loved him so much. Both, and I feel like I've said this so much times, but like, both like the dub and sub version of Kaiba, I feel like can only be played by the respective VAs for both languages. I cannot imagine a world where Kaiba is not played by those two actors. And I was like, I forget his Japanese actor's name, I feel bad. Because he's been in other stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, etc. But like, Eric Stewart, man, like you can't. Like all characters like hate to say this. It's just bad to say. But especially with English dub specifically, when I feel like a lot of the actors give very similar performances. And so I feel like they could be swapped out a lot of the time with one another. Cartoons not so much. Again, it's a weird thing with cartoons don't have. Anyways, besides the point, I'm like getting into that. But like you can't replace them. I mean, for the memes, yes, but like in terms of like. Well, I want Lil Kuribo's Kaiba. No offense to Lil Kuribo, he's talented, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. To play Kaiba in a series, no. I don't. I don't think I could be on board for that. Like 23-minute episodes now. For like 200 whatever episodes. It's kind of like, she was Charles, she was his last name. I forget. But the first voice of Mario. People want him to be like Mario using the Mario voice for the Mario movie. I would. Like, no, he's a good voice VA, and he's done other stuff in Mario. And I got, fortunately enough to meet the man. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. But, like, I would, and again, I mean this in a respectful way, I would bash my head in if he was doing bad voice for a horror movie. I could not take that. It's 100% fine in a video game, but like in a movie, I don't think that would work. I think that would be vague-weighing. Mrs. Olive Green. And shoot, I do not remember the VA that took over Mario, but shoot, I remember how I heard the news. It's like some idiot on the internet was like, oh my god, Nintendo got woke. They hired a VA with pronouns in the Twitter bio. It was the dumbest video of all time. I'm sorry. But anyways. And also, do we even know what the Mario Bowser thing is yet? Or is that just Nintendo goobly gob word vomit? I do feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Counselor, but I don't recall well. Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago? The victim of the recent case of stabbing a borrowed word? An incident for which Mr. Nosme was arrested? I hastily add. Oh, of course, yes, Mrs. Green. She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe, but I heard she regained consciousness 2 days ago. And I hardly need to remind the court that Mr. Shainsford's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that woman was lying comatose in the hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi. That's fair. Like, I feel like I've brought up Game Explain once or twice on stream, but they used to be such a, I think, such a great news source, and then they fell off of a fucking cliff, for me personally. In terms of that stuff. And it's like, I don't even look into Nintendo news, I just find it. Especially since, I guess my new-ish, not really new-ish, but like, Scar for Walls, I like to follow a lot, and he does the Scar stashes. That also is a good sense of info. True, on the night of the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in the hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison. Good gracious, she had poison?! There's other fact that links Mrs. Green to this case as well. I mean, I definitely also keep an eye on Nintendo news because I know I'm gonna buy the games. Like, at least some of them. So, like, I care on that level. I still need to get Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and X for the Switch. Because I have two. I haven't played two. I played one. Loved one. One was so fun. But I need to get 3 and X. Because X gonna give it to you. Man, now I'm gonna play Resident Evil 2 again. Just because of Ada. God, every game needs fucking Ada. Anyways, the defense requests that she's brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details of code. So I have not touched it yet. I need to touch it. It was a weird phrase. It's like, I need to touch it! Because Power, being in Smash Bros, I wanted, like, actually play her and seeing so much fan art of Power. Honestly, like, I feel like I mentioned this, I do replay a lot of games I play on Twitch here, because I delete all the VODs on my Twitch channel. Nothing stands, besides the clips. And I want, like, because I want a library of my stuff. And Twitch was no longer that, so I boned the library down. And this would be building a new library here. So, I'm not sure on how difficult, I don't even remember what difficult I played. Definitely not the Hive. But I would definitely be down replaying it on stream. Also, too, Ben. Well, we can play with... Oh, really? Oh, cool. I know Persona 5... Persona 5. I know I talked about Persona 5 mods before. But, Resident Evil 5 also have, fat mods to it, so you can have, like, Ashley and Ada be super big if you so desire. Super chunky. Defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the code. Tell me, Mr. Chainspiel. My lord, pray what be building? Are you acquainted with Mrs. Green? No, never heard of her. Judging by the look at Mr. Chainspiel's face, we saw them talking! I think perhaps he generally doesn't know her. At least, not by name. The truly masterful mod design. Actually, that's... Because it was the same person that made the, Persona 5 mods. As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I advise to my word. We will see my lone Napoleonese friend's fast food to its conclusion. I appreciate that. The prosecution requires a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here. Yes, Miss Olive Green. Indeed, my lord. 1 hour should be sufficient. Man, imagine getting 1 hour in for, like, original games. That'd be nice. Very well, I grant the request. Excellent, I hope. The defense has made an extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at the present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Currently, I'm afraid the defendant's culpability remains the sole subject of the court's attention. Thank you, counsel. We could be in 1 hour. Cope's adjourned. It'll also be nice if the seller of my Megatons dropped them off so they could be shipped to me. Because they haven't shipped the label made, but they haven't actually dropped it off yet. I'm just saying, though. That would be nice. I do. It's like I do want to open my tips. I want to see what I get. Will I be disappointed or will I be happy? Joyful, jubilant, jumping jacks! Gotta give our appreciation. Oh, Mr. Nosman, I'm so pleased for you. Locomotive student Mr. Natua Esquire and non-locomotive judicial assistant Ms. Muktaba Esquire. Oh my god, such long fucking titles. I hate it. Let me just call them by my names, though. Don't give me a paragraph to describe one person like that. Now, finally, at long last, there can be proof. Proof I'm innocent, and proof that my tea is innocent. Good morning, my dear fellows. Hullock Shomes! May you drink my tea pit tea and fall aside. God dang. I thought he was innocent. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you came. How wonderful. Please save you, Disweichen. I know what you're thinking. Good morning, he says. Well, it's very nearly time for luncheon. Your scone is wearing quickly across your faces. No one said or thought anything of the sort. The truth is, I was determined that today would be the day. As sleep seduces me last night, I thought, tomorrow, for once, I shall not oversleep. To rise early, be present on court, and to support my comrades. Such spirit determination was a beauty on of its own, does it not? I mean, you can't offer determination of the world. Whether you do or not is fine. Oh yes. Then I began to muse on the subject. Why people oversleep, I quote. Why time after time do they make the same foolish blunder? Make an alarm clock. Oh, are you telling me alarm clocks aren't a thing yet? The answer came to me at once. It's delightfully simple. People oversleep because they sleep. Well, is that not astute and sound? I mean, what do people overeat if they eat? I feel like that's a bit silly. Oh yes. Upon which realization, I attempt an experiment. I couldn't sleep a wink last night. Resolved. But first while I was exhausted, began to be assailed by the fits of drowsiness. Shocking. And so the conclusion of last night's experiment is this. A good night's sleep is quite simply essential. Well, thank you for that, so. Yes, I think most of us probably need that already. Well, all purposes I proved by experimentation. That, my dear fellow, is a scientific method. Oh yes, one more thing. Do you remember this? The poison bottle? Ah! Of course, it's the person from the screen was about to drink at the hospital yesterday. He did manage to... It was... excuse me. It was the laboratory's tax, as the bottle was nearly empty, but such inconveniences do not hinder Sholmes. I wanted to confirm it contains Starchinine. So that's why. Oh, also, even though I am a critic of Jujutsu Kaisen, people are upset with season 3 trailer because the animation is different, but it's still great animation. People just are upset because it's different, and that bugs me a lot. Perhaps through the cause of such circumstantial evidence doesn't prove Mrs. Green's guilt. I shall leave the ball in your account now, but licking the insides of the neck is not recommended. Or it'd be licking evidence. They do. I didn't even notice the change until like someone pulling it out to me. Can I have a word? Gregerson, how good of you to come. Forget, excuse me. Wow, you made the man dip. Wait a minute, Expecto. Oh, I don't wish to make a nuisance of myself. From the look on your face, I say it with someone else who you think is making a nuisance of himself. My dear Expecto, please speak freely. Pretend I'm not here. Believe me, if I could do that, life would be a whole lot simpler for me. Do you have results, Inspector, of an investigation of Mr. Shakespeare's wound? No, not yet. Should be long though. No, I'm here about something else. That dead convict, actually. Oh, you mean the man from this newspaper article we discovered yesterday in Mr. Shakespeare's room? Oh yes, a man by the name of, yes, Sheldon. I'm gonna put the archives of the yarn, deck out the files on file. There's something in there, well, that caught my eye. Caught your eye? What, Inspector, what? A copy of the relevant parts for you, so you can read yourself. Thank you. Documents. Oh, let's read. Suspected mode, goddamn. Natural content on when it's by settlement. Okay. So Salman knew about his death, including the details for in the newspaper cutting found in Mr. Shakespeare's room. I rearranged everything in the co-worker so we don't duplicate information. She just throws away everything, huh? Why are you giving us a copy of his opponent file, though? Well, you're the ones who turn up for clean in the first place, aren't you? I'm just making sure you get handled in the proper fashion. Oh, you care about us. Oh, Scotland Yard's workings are wonderful. Indeed, my dear fellows, the spectre here is the shining diamond of the crowd. A shining diamond in the rough, maybe. Look, I just don't want to be beholden to a love, that's all. Counts as the defense and the defendant. Court proceedings are about to resume. Make your way into the courtroom at once. Well, I should leave you then. I'd be listening with interest from the public gallery. Not knowing golf at all, certainly not. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm prioritizing Mr. Mustache and floods of tears personally. So the best of luck of you. I mean, me too. I'm sick of seeing him. I mean, he's in this case too. These games a bit too much. Like, I don't think he's that great of a defendant or witness. Like, he should have been a one-time thing. Locomotive student, Mr. Nautical Esquire. Even though I do kind of like a defendant being arrested like 2 days later or the day after they got discharged, I think that's kind of funny. Other than that, yes, Mr. Nasame. It's time, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Mrs. Aubrey and Mr. William Shakespeare. It's gonna be the final battle between good and evil. Who's gonna win? You gotta rap for GT. Welcome to the Grand Tour rap whenever you can. Oh, so I'm rewatching Koryoko. Koryoko is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. But so when they have a body swap episode, Odd and Yumi swap bodies. It mostly focuses on Odd and Yumi's body. So Yumi is Japanese, And there were two instances when Odd was speaking Chinese to imitate Yumi. And I'm like, this would never air today. Because of it probably being deemed a bit too insensitive, which I agree with. I was like, I don't remember this. But Odd fully knows Yumi is Japanese. He knows 100% because Yumi is very proudly Japanese as part of her life, with both her parents being from Japan. So they do celebrate the Japanese culture. I can tell the man was just trying to troll. Or I don't know. I mean, obviously he was trying to troll a bit, but that might have been it was too close to the sun. Until I expose the whole truth of everything that's been going on. It's all coming to a head now. You can do Musuke. You have to. But again, I'm not actually Japanese, but I can't imagine being, like confused. Well, someone knowing, like, you're Japanese and purposely, like, doing Chinese stuff probably doesn't feel too great. I could imagine. In her name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again now. Before the recess, we hold a most stalling accusation from the defense, namely that the victim of the case we heard here only a few days ago is the true perpetrator of this incident. A reckless, rash, and perjury charge of wrongdoing, in my opinion, my lord. However, the prosecution has tried to extend every courtesy to this amateur newcomer from Duel's Eastern shows. Thank you for that backhanded consideration. A well-occurred assessment from vulnerable British prosecutor, I must say. So long then, Zeeks. Is the new witness present ready to take a stand? Wei Wang and the witnesses are Champa Malone. Very well. Fellas, bring the witness in. Vallejo Brinko Isa. Witnesses, state your names and occupation for the court, please. William Shakespeare, my liege. For my occupation, I can only say that I'm a tragic victim to be paid. Currently unplotted all was. I'm Olive Green. I'm fleeing Oswald. No, I'm not fleeing Willie. A hopeless failure who's too weak-spirited to admit she has no talent, I suppose. You need some confidence pills. Also currently unemployed and all was. Like, oh man, just say unemployed, simple. But I do appreciate like Olive Green's introduction a lot more than James Bill's. My love, I am thy humble servant. I'm afraid that you are no longer merely the victim of this affair. The possibility has ways that you in fact an assailant intending to take the life of your fellow lodger. The part you have played in this business will be fully scrutinized. I will, for naught else, my lord. And Mrs. Green. Yes? Are you aware of the reason why you've been summoned to this courtroom, I presume? Yes. The officer did explain. He said I posted this ridiculous buffoon! I like the word calling someone buffoon, I don't know. Just because the word buffoon was off the tongue, I feel like. And do you accept the charge? Yeah, I'm gonna accept the charge of Posting for Buffoon! Yeah! Go ahead, slap the cops on me. I don't know anything about any poisoning. And I don't know anything about this man. Come on, Lane. Die to live. Variety, I know about prickly pea pigment personage. Very well, let's proceed to from out at hand. But the searcher right on the screen has any involvement in this affair. It's very strange indeed. Why do you suspect me? I barely even go to the East End anyway. I just so happened to pass by my neighborhood 6 days ago, that's all. And overnight, the man was posted I was still at the hospital fighting for my life. Yes, being unfortunately caught up in an incident on the streets outside of a Gaul household. An incident that would render you unconscious for 3 days. I was struck in the middle of my back by a knife for no fault of my own, and now I'm under suspicion. What unrelevant things I might be suspected of? It's very disturbing. Your energies might be better spent worrying about random knife attacks I fear my screen. At this point in time, although it appears to connect you with Mr. Shakespeare's logic with the bar incident of 6 days ago, that's why we like you to testify formally about exactly what happened. Oh no! Okay, Knuckles. But incident 6 days ago, you mean you want me to relive that incident? Unfortunately, yes. Please tell the code what happened that day. And of course, we'd be interested to hear from you about your movements that day too, Mr. Shakespeare. Huh? But what happened 6 days ago has nothing to do with me being poisoned. Let's proceed then. But when it's will present their forward testimony to the court. On the subject of the incident that took place at Bar World the evening of the 17th of February. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I remember when the high school DxD art style changed. And I remember people were upset about that. But I think for the most part, the redesigns work. There's like 1 or 2 exceptions where I thought they did, but like, it was still high school DxD at the end of the day. Oh, we got a daily download. Okay, here, okay. New selection pack is here. But is this not to the 10th? Yeah. It is the 5th. Man, this has been hyping this pack up for a while. It's like, I just want the pack to be released. Let me check if it's in Medea. No, it's not fully in Medea yet. God. That's silly. Like, I want to see what's else in it. It's like, am I getting my Dragon Maids finally? See, I know soon. It's like, I want to know. Well, first of all, if we could give a new Scar Servant support, that would also be fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, one of these decks I'm very familiar with. So might as well give it a Duel. I don't love my hand. Wait, that's it? Okay, man. I love my hand immediately mo. Okay. Malice. Guess what? Cop up a grave. God dang it. I feel like it'd be a waste not to banish a card. This might be a mistake, but we see. Okay, well, it's not a mistake. Cool. So that's what's, I don't know what Vivi's saying. Oh, that just kind of sucks. Crap. Man, they have all these hand traps. Okay. Too many hand traps, apparently. We got no them. Another maxi. Look, I'm not playing it to maxi. Cool. But it's abysmal. I feel like I couldn't let it combo off. I mean, I could, but again, we would get to draw. And he wants to let your opponent draw cards. Not me. Oh, I was about to say something, then I kind of forgot. Well, hopefully this isn't too bad then to actually get through. Ooh, Duel and Lockbone. And yeah, I'm gonna draw a Lockbone usually can add any more cards to hand. Ooh, the carbine! Ooh. This isn't good at all. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm not gonna activate that during this tone. Be kind of pointless. Dad has fucking cool animation. Okay. Let's see how badly this goes. Activate. Okay. Oh, that disappointed me greatly. attack talents. That's fine. I'm gonna get Duel Drive in. That's also fine. This might not be fine. Okay. All I could do is something tells me I'm not doing so well against this deck. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I flew everything I could. Ganache that. I feel like this game's been going on forever. And for effect, send and down now. Boom, boom, dead. I'm getting blown out. Maybe. Well, I hope I don't get blown out, but not looking too great. A non-blowing out potion. I live on 9. Oh. Yeah, I just lose. Oh, Valencia for dementia. Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, that was just painful. I couldn't do much. Couldn't do much. Oh, look, Dragon Maids. Usually when it takes this long, it cannot connect. Yeah. Yugi boy. Yugi boy. I can't do it. Pegasus. I'm just gonna follow this album. May or may not determine. I swear, if you have a call over grave, cool. I was gonna say, if you got a call above grave, it's gonna be some flying loads. I take it. We win, baby. Okay, I hope this person surrenders too. Make it easier on me. Hopefully me playing Maxi is gonna do the same thing. Just make you quit. No! The stupid Ash Blossom. So I forget all of like the weird sure beast combo stuff. I'm not too familiar with the deck. It's been a while. Boom, boom. I don't even have Retro Beast. Maybe I will link. Because I have Retro Beast, that's her fucking name of archetype. I feel like we might want time to choose. Probably not, just for first tone. But I feel like it's gone on forever. Do. Man, I just got really tired too. It's been a long week. Again, it's been forever since I've seen anything which would be, so I'm just like, I'm here for the emotion. Scaling foe. And now, which would be. I feel like that's new. I feel like I just recently released in the last like year about you. Okay, cool. Is that all done? Okay. Well, this is interesting. If you have this code, that's a handle action. Never mind. It's interesting. That's something. You know, I hate to do this. I'm literally kind of falling asleep right now. I think my body's just exhausted from for a week. So let me be safe inside. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow will be Moboto Naruto whatever. And then more grades to Tony Sunday. So again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Remember, sleep is important, kids.